Hey, Frank Aaron, privacy expert and blackmail strategist. I'm going to talk about controlling blackmail, controlling a blackmailer. Now, most victims who find themselves in a really bad place want the easiest way out of the blackmail scam. Now, the only easy way out is to hire someone like me who takes over, poses as you, prevents the exposure and just does the job for you. But if you're not in that position, you need to work it, and you need to find real information online, not this BS stuff that you find on law enforcement sites that says ignore the blackmailer or something you read on a message board, because that content or that information doesn't necessarily apply to you. It's just very general. It's posted by morons who think that they know how to deal with blackmail. It's posted by law enforcement sites that just put general information up there. So you have to, figure out which blackmailer you're dealing with. Sometimes it could be the Filipino blackmailers, the Ivory Coast blackmailers, the Moroccans, or the cartel blackmailers. So there's a lot to know. And if you watch my videos and you read my blogs, you'll get a better understanding of who or what you're dealing with. Now, when it comes to controlling blackmail, you have one leverage, one piece that will help you, and that is your money. They want your money, and they want as much as they can get from you. Your job is not to give it to them. Now, I know that seems like crazy because they're saying if you don't pay them, they're going to expose you. Most blackmail is about getting paid, not destroying you. But let me just get rid of this myth of if you pay a blackmailer, they won't expose you. There's no guarantee just because you give somebody money that they're just going to walk away. I mean, I've worked many cases where, dealing with certain blackmail groups, like the Moroccans, they just expose victims, pay or don't pay. They're just a very strange group. And I worked with some Indian blackmail groups where the same thing. Clients have paid $50,000, $60,000 in crypto, and they still expose them. There's no rhyme or reason to what a blackmailer can do, but regardless, you need to choose a strategy that gets you out, okay? And the best strategy for you and all victims of blackmail is to stall the payment. I have no money, I need 2 days to get money, and you stick to that. You just stand your ground. They will threaten you, they'll send you photos of your friends, family, and all that stuff. But if you cave and pay, they just demand anyway, and you're right back in the same situation. And so in most cases of blackmail, once you stall and you get that 2-day stall, they will agree. They'll just wait 2 days. Now they're going to come back at you, and the same thing. You have to create an excuse as to why you didn't get the money, and then you promise again. My friend said he'll have it on Tuesday. It's about promising to pay, breaking the promise, and promising again. That's how blackmail is dealt with. And it's just this continuous promising, breaking the promise, promising, breaking the promise. What you're doing is you're making it more difficult for them to get paid, but you're also putting them in that situation where they don't want to expose. They'd rather get the money on Tuesday because they put the work in and they want that dollar. That's what it's about. It's not about destroying you in most cases. So the way to control a blackmail situation is to continuously stall the payment, never paying, continuously stall, promise, break the promise, and promise again. It usually takes about a month to get rid of a blackmailer, and it is not an easy ride, man. You're in for some terrorization. There's no candy coating that. If you need help, I suggest you check out my other videos, you read my blogs, email me, and if you want me to take over, I can take over, pose as you, and deal with the blackmailer. So be safe.